get a jump on a program, and when the other freshmen got here, they were able to just tell them exactly how it's going to be and what we were looking for.
Gerard Holloman's a guy who signed previously. Now he's in the class. Is he a guy who could come in and contribute right away?
Well, he's going to get a chance to, but you're looking at the free safety position where he's going to line up. You have Pryor sitting there right now. But, you would like to think with the guys that we have coming in that they can help us somewhere.
You've got roughly 6 months until fall camp. What happens in the next 6 months now that you have this done? And just some early thoughts about what you hope to expect in 2012.
Well, what you like to do now is right now we have the team, and so Coach Moore has them downstairs and they're working out and they're doing what they're supposed to do academically. But you like to just continue to just build your football team. And now it's all about who's going to step up and be the leader of this program. Just where you're going to try to move this program. Do you have enough in place, which we feel like we do, that now it's all about guys have been in this program 2 years, so they understand exactly what a coach is looking for. So I tell them now, we shouldn't have to coach effort. Guys ought to know now, that's just the way we go now. This is what the program is about. And then it's all about accountability. It's about responsibility. It's about doing what is expected of you. You want to go be the best. You guys talk about it. Now let's go do it. You got a piece of the title last year. Now let's go see where we can build off of last year's team and to continue to build this program and take it where it needs to go.
It's a bigger benefit for you when you go into Florida. Is it your guys' connections, or is it the success of the guys from Florida that are playing here? What's the bigger selling point for you right now?
It's a combination of both. If you look at it, Coach Hurd has ties to Miami. When I was at Florida, I recruited Miami. Coach Carter have recruited Miami. So we have probably 6 or 7 guys on our staff that has recruited the state of Florida. And then when you look at a Teddy Bridgewater, look at the success he had. An Eli Rogers, look at the success he had. So guys, John Miller comes in here as a freshman. So guys know those guys. So when you go in and recruit those schools, when you go to the Northwest, you go to Central, go to Booker T. Washington, when you go to Southridge, those guys know Deuce Johnson. They know Gerard Holloman. And then when they see their success, then they're looking at, hey, I can go there and I can play and I have a chance to go be successful myself.
You have 4 guys listed at tight end. Is that a position where you just find athletes and they can kind of move around, or do you project most of those guys staying there?
Well, they'll stay there because you look at Hubble's here right now. He was a junior college transfer that we took, but it's a position that we're going to need guys to stay there, and that's because we just don't have enough right now. It's a position that we need to build on.
What do you like about Brandon Radcliffe, the running back?
Just Radcliffe runs with a lot of power, and he's going to be he'll get a chance also to come in and compete for us. And I know this Coach Carter was excited when we took Brandon Radcliffe, so he knows that what he's looking for in a running back position. And you just look for a guy who can move the chains, a guy who's quick enough and has enough speed where we can outrun people. He's
kind of a bigger back. Is that what you were looking for? Is that what Carter had targeted?
Well, we have, if you look at it in the program right now, Dominique Brown's a big back. All our backs right now, I would probably say, is in the range of anywhere from 210 to 220. So Brandon's going to be coming in that range with them.
Another successful year of recruiting. That Louisville name, what do you want it to be in terms of not just the city of Louisville, but the country when it comes to recruiting?
Well, when you look at it, it has to be where, what are we going to stand for? What are we looking for? Just our vision and our plan. And what we want to do with this program is every year go compete for a championship. It's all we want to do. We want to make sure that guys, when they come into this program, they want to be successful in the classroom. Academically, they have to be successful. But we also want to be successful on the football field. And we know this. If we continue to have success and we continue to recruit the way we're recruiting, this program is going to go, and it's going to continue to get bigger and bigger, and it's going to get better and better and better. But it has to. There's no reason for it not to be a very successful program. You think about it when they went to the Orange Bowl. At that time, the program was rolling. Then for some reason, we had to stop there. Now it's all about getting the program back to where it needs to be, and it can get back there.
A lot of it is in terms of recruiting to a style of play. Defensively, what kind of players are you looking for? And offensively, what kind of players are you looking for?
When you look at both sides of the ball, you're just looking for playmakers, and looking for guys on defense who can make plays. Can they get off block, go run well enough, and go tackle people? Can you go intercept it in the secondary? On offense, it's all about tempo, and it's all about guys being playmakers. You look at it, do we have enough playmakers in this group? Did we get enough last year? Teddy Bridgewater, I could say, can go make a play if a guy can just go catch the football. we'll get it to them and give them a chance because we're going to block well enough up front to make that happen.
Charlie, does it help you on the recruiting trail that you've had so much success with true freshmen coming into play right away?
Oh, it does, because what happens is you don't talk about redshirting. We don't talk about redshirting at all. We just talk about, hey, if you're good enough, you're going to go play. These are the guys that wouldn't play last year. You look at us on offense, 6 freshmen started at one time, on defense 5. So if you're good enough, we don't play favoritism here, guys. It's all about the best players. And when they come in to visit our players, to explain it to them, because really our players are our best ambassadors, because they get around the players, and the players are going to ask them, hey, how is it? How's that coach? Are they fair? Do they give you a chance? And it is. It's about us giving players chances, and they're going to get that in this program.
Is the class full, or do you still have any space?
We probably have a space or two.
Are you balanced now? Are the numbers finally balanced in terms of the classes and positions? I mean, does this sort of get you and where you want to be? Or are you still a year away from that?
You know, we're probably one more class away from just being balanced to being where we need to be. We're probably one class away. Next year's class won't be very big because right now, if you're looking at it, I think we may have like 12 scholarships if you look at it from a year from now. And that's just because we try to catch up here the last 3 years. But we have to, and you know, you like to continue to build, because if I look at it, defensive back, we need to build there. Don't have to take many offensive linemen, but you're going to need to build for sure in the defensive backfield.
Charlie, what's it like when this day is over, when that last fax comes in? And obviously you're already thinking about next year, and recruiting never ends. But what does it feel like for you and the staff when all those names come in?
I think because you sit and you wait, and you just never know if you're going to get that fax or not. And what you don't want to do is have any surprises. And the guys, our coaches want to end because they just want to go get some rest. I think that's all they're looking forward to. But you do get that sigh of relief because now you know, hey, we got the young man. We spent all this time. We put so much time and money into doing this. So now we got who we really wanted to our program. And the good thing about every one of these young men is that they wanted to be here. And that's what was great. You know, you look at the Dawson, you look at Keith Brown, you look at the Hunter Bowles, the Josh Manners. They wanted to be in this program. And that's what's really fulfilling as a coach, when you feel like, hey, we really didn't have to beg him at the end, you know, try to twist his arm to come here. You know, they were sitting there and they wanted to be a part of it because they see something special that's getting ready to happen here.
Nick Dawson's a kid that you all recruited for a long time. He was called the most physically impressive player at the All-American game. What do you like about him? What do you like about his game?
Well, he's just a big backer, and he's physical, and he'll be able to help us because he has enough size to him.
Staff-wise, is Watson your offensive coordinator? Are you set everywhere else on staff? Any changes at all there?
I will release that probably here in the next few days, and then we'll just see where we are just staff-wise.
A lot of recruiting is dipping into talent-rich areas like Florida, but also kind of defending the home turf. No recruits from Jefferson County. How do you balance, I guess, going out and getting recruits, but also here at home?
Well, when you think about it, and you want to take care of home first, and you look at Jefferson County. You know, we didn't get any players, but we did go get Hunter Bowles and Josh Manley. And what we want to do is take care of home. It's always taking care of your state first. And then what I said earlier is that if you look at last year, the top 3 players without a state, this year one of the top players without a state. And I don't know, and I would say this, I don't know if they think Louisville is good enough for them for some reason, but I can say this, we can go to other places and get good players, and I don't know why we can't take care of our own state and take care of our own home, and we can't go get the players that we need, because we talk about just building rivalries. That's the only way the good solid rivalry between Louisville and Kentucky will be built when we're able to keep the players in the state at home, because then the guys have something to play for. Because when you talk about a rival football game, those games are built when, you know, I went to high school with this guy, so okay, I chose Louisville, he chose Kentucky. So now when we play each other, that's when the rival is built, but it can't be built right now because, you know, you're looking at, we're both of us, you know, they have their recruits where they're getting from out of state, and we're getting from out of state. So in order for that to happen, we got to keep the guys here within the state. You know, they got to look at both of these programs and just say, hey, you know what, I don't need to go far away to go play. I can just stay right here. I can go right down the street and play and have a good time and go win football games.
So you're saying it's more the players deciding, not you guys deciding to go somewhere else than...
Oh, the players, but it's a combination of both, because we're going to offer the best players and they're going to decide where they want to go, but it's a combination of both.
Charlie, Western has released their class. Anthony Wales is in it. What can you tell us about what happened with him and his recruitment here?
I just can't, because we didn't get him. And so it's, but I just can't talk about him because he's not one of our signees.
Is there a message, though, for kids about, you know, I mean, making a decision and if you give an opportunity to make a decision to do it, the deadlines are deadlines? Is there something you want to get across? Is there?
Well, it's not so much, you recruit young men and then you offer them a scholarship and then it's on them now to make the decision on where they want to go. So we're going to do our homework and then they do their work. So then it's up to them to say, hey, if they think this school is better than, someone's better than Louisville, then it's up to them to make that decision.
How did numbers work out in terms of, like, did you hit your offensive lineman number? Did you hit your running back number? Are there spaces where you want to add another?
Well, if we have a space available, I mean, we do have a space available, so we're always going to look for the next best player. So, yeah, we were able to go get 5 linemen, so whatever's out there, if anything else comes available, which is hard now because, all the good players probably are gone or wherever, so we'll just see where we can make that work.
You mentioned competing against the schools in the SEC for players. And how is that different now as opposed to 2 years ago when you started here? When you go in and you bring up Louisville, I mean, how much more willing are they to listen about Louisville now?
But what has happened is this, because of the success you've had over the past few years now, they've seen Louisville play and they've seen freshmen play and they've just seen the program taking off and trying to move forward now. You can get a better response